Hi, my name is Lauren. I'm a Go Diaper Free coach, and today I'm going to teach you how to teach your baby how to signal when they need to go potty. So first I want to say, don't expect your baby to signal. Why? Why don't we want to expect our baby to signal? Because that puts a lot of pressure on our baby, and we don't want to do that because we can sometimes get this expectation in our head that like our baby's going to get it and signal and click, but then that's going to create this pressure and this expectation. And EC is very nonlinear. Just remind yourself too of like, we're going to work on signaling, but she may never signal, and that's okay. So signaling takes time and it does not happen overnight. My baby just turned 11 months right now. He just started signing his first few words, but they're he signs like this for potty and this for food. So it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. It definitely helps to be consistent, but don't expect your baby to ever signal. And that's going to help a lot to relieve the pressure and relieve any frustration that your baby might have or you might have. So why teach signaling? So it's part of our communication. So we naturally teach our babies the words for things as we are around them. If we're giving them a banana for the first time, we might be saying food or banana or avocado and kind of repeating it a couple times just so that way they hear the word and we use it in a sentence with them and say, avocado, do you like the avocado? So teaching signalings help babies communicate their needs to us, and it helps us better understand them and their needs as well. So you want to decide what you want your child's signal to be. So this could be something that they'll carry into when they're a toddler, if your baby's not a toddler already. So it could be a sign, a noise, or word. Okay, so what I did personally is I said the word potty, and I taught my child to do this with, here, I will do the other hand. I just painted my nails today too. Okay, so I'm doing this in slow motion, but this is a sign for toilet or potty in American Sign Language. And so you put your thumb in between your pointer finger and your middle finger, and then you shake it. Okay, so what you would do is every time your child goes potty, you can do this sign to teach them this is a sign for potty. And then you can also say the word or the sound, whatever you want them to say as well. So I did, this was starting at 12 months, is anytime my son would go in the potty, I'd say potty, and I would do the sign. So I'd say, you went potty, you went pee in the potty. And I would just kind of maybe say it once. I wouldn't like over talk, but I would typically do something like that. So that's what I recommend. Now the sign for poop, this is poop, poop. Now you're welcome to teach your child that as well. I did try to teach my child that. It is more advanced. It takes more of that like fine motor skills. He tried to do it, but I think it was just easier just to do this for both pee and poop. 9 months and below, you can choose to do a sound association if you like as well. And so a lot of parents do, for pee, they make the sound tss, and for poop, they make this like a grunting sound like Sometimes babies may actually try to mimic that. So it could be in the sound of raspberries, like or it could be like them trying to grunt themselves or starting to like bear down. So that is kind of like, you can pick that. That's definitely a signal that you may notice of like, okay, they gotta go. Let's go to the bathroom. If you want more information about sound association and what that's all about, I have the link below. It's episode number 38 on the Go Diaper Free podcast. It's linked below, but it teaches you kind of more about sound association. Okay, so I'm going to give an example of what this might look like. Say your baby has just finished eating, and you know that their natural timing is maybe 20 minutes after they eat. So what you could do is you could take them in their natural timing, and I talk about this in a previous video as well. So it's like, okay, it's 20 minutes. Let's go to the potty. So you could point to the potty. You could pick them up and take them if they're not very mobile yet, and take them to the potty, and then you can put them on the potty. You know that this is a typical time that they usually go. So as soon as they start peeing or pooping, then you say, potty, potty. When our firstborn was like between like 12 and 18 months, he started to say the word potty back, but it actually sounded like bye. And so he would say bye, bye, bye. And at first we thought he was saying bye, and we're like, bye, bye. But he was saying potty. And so now with our second, we say potty, potty, but that's just it just took us as parents, we're like, oh, he's saying bye, that's so cute, but it was actually saying potty. So you have the verbal, the word potty, and then the nonverbal, which is the sign. So you want to be consistent with it. So that's how we learn, right? So you want to do it while they are peeing and while they are pooping. And so that way they connect it, they associate the action with the verbal and the nonverbal, like it's all connected. So you would repeat the signal consistently during pottying. So just approach this the same way you would approach like a mealtime for your child or time to sleep. And so you just kind of go about it in a very matter-of-fact way of like, okay, it's time to sleep, or it's time to eat, now it's time to go potty, So all those three, it's just a very matter-of-fact, this is just part of our routine. Think about kind of like the way that a school structure is set up. It's just like, okay, now it's time to move on to the next thing. Okay, now it's a bathroom break. Now it's this or that. So fun fact about signaling is that for some reason, I didn't focus on teaching my firstborn the sign for sleep, but I kind of wish I had. And so now what I did more with secondborn, my 11-month-old now, is right before I would put him to bed, I would do this. And like, even if I was like holding him in one hand, I would like just do this. So that way he kind of knew, it's just like, okay, if I like rest, if I tilt my head a little bit. So now every time he's sleepy, he'll like clunk his head on my shoulder or like wherever he is. Please help me go to sleep. And so if we are consistent with teaching them a language, whether it's verbal or nonverbal, over time, if we're consistent, it's likely that they will start to try to communicate that back. So we're teaching our babies a language, just like we would teach them anything, and a language for anything else in their world and in their daily life. If you're still clueless about signals or you just want more information about signals, check out the free signals class below. I have it linked. Check it out. Even if you can't watch it at the exact same time, you'll get an email link. I think it's valid for like 3 days. Yeah, I would check it out. I'm a coach and I still like watch it and learn new information. So you just learned how to teach your baby how to signal. Please let me know what you would like me to cover next in terms of the EC world and EC community. And I look forward to seeing you next time.